The one thing Arsenal did against Brighton, now they don't generally play the ball out from the back a lot, but now and again they will, is when the goalkeeper rolled it out to one of the centre-halves, is Lacazette dropped on the left and Aubameyang dropped on the right, and Ozil as the number 10 was supposed to go and put pressure on the two centre-halves, and then they worked from there. But he wasn't the only one, but he just sort of dawdled around the place. It was like half-hearted and, no sign of closing down. So I'm not surprised he got the hook at half-time. And I said it before, he's fast becoming a £300,000 a week headache for that club.
Yeah.
Not so much for the manager, because I think he's made his mind up.
And Stewart, to bring you in on this, what happens with that expensive headache? The Ozil story is not going away, is it? Reports again surfacing he's not at Anfield. There may be some injury issues. We're not sure as we tape this. But what's your take on Ozil at the moment?
Football is now won by the team that reacts quickest when the ball changes hands. And Ozil is the worst player at Arsenal for when the ball changes hand, he switches off, particularly when they lose it. And Unai Emery wants them to press the ball. He wants them to be dynamic when they lose possession. He can't play for Unai Emery unless, as Shaka said, it's against a team that sit off, aren't particularly good at the Emirates, and he can pick out his passes as he did against, I think it was Burley. In other games, he's a passenger, and at some point, they have to sell him, whether it's in the January transfer window or it's at the end of the season. He's not an Unai Emery player. If they're going to back the manager, Ozil's got to go, as to Will Ramsey.
They're not exactly losing Lionel Messi, are they? He's good a player as he is, and as talented he is, and he's won the World Cup with Germany. That's a completely different structure and a different type of football. It's something that needs to happen. It's not something that Unai Emery will be saying, well, we could do offloading Mesut Ozil. They need to offload him. They need to go down a different direction. When Liverpool are away miles ahead of where Arsenal are, but when they sold Philippe Coutinho to Barcelona, there was a lot of people with their chins on the floor.
Sure.
But what Liverpool did with that 150 million or so is they went out and bought a very good goalkeeper and a very, very good centre-half. And I think for Arsenal, whilst they won't get that kind of money from Mesut Ozil, the one need to get him off the wage bill, and the two need to get some sort of transfer fee and go in a different direction.
The big question for Arsenal is who picks up that wage bill for Mesut Ozil? Even if you give him away, I'm not too sure how many pick up 300 grand a week. That being said, I love how Unai Emery is handling this situation. This is his decision. No player is bigger than the club, regardless of how much he makes. And he's not got drawn into this having to defend his decision around Mesut Ozil and how much he makes. I'm leaving him out for tactical reasons. That's the end of the story. And the team continues to move on. I think he's played this really well, the manager.